This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their power. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got Trae Young, Antetokounmpo out there with Jokic. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Tatum in at the 3.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Here's Curry, and the shot goes in.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Here's Tatum, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Tatum drives in, pass to Jokic, and the rejection by Embiid.
Look at how well Embiid uses his size on defense there, swatting down the shot and doing it with authority.
Floats it up for Williamson.
Well, the All-Star Game deep is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Young outside. Passes to Jokic. Three-pointer. And James pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's G. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the West. Trailing by 4. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Here's G, defended by Young. And the dunk by G.
And, man, can LeBron still get up at his age after all of those miles on his body in the NBA. Really impressive.
Now here's Morant. Outside Tatum. The pass to Jokic. Lets it go with a 3. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Curry. Here's G. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the East All-Stars.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Curry against Morant. Pass to Young. Fires top of the key. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Even while being fouled, Curry stays nimble and manages to get his shot off.
The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The West trails by 4. Young with no one around. And the West hit again from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's G. The kick out to LeBron. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And then G with the jam.
He's seeing some high-flying efforts tonight, or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Now here's Tatum. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the West. It's a 3-point game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Curry against Morant. Curry's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the basket by Stephen Curry. And there's the call on Zion Williamson.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
Substitution.
The East making a switch. Davis is checked in. Giannis kicks to Tatum. Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. No good on the second free throw.
Not sure if anybody has a better feel for the game than the man standing at the line. Jokic, an elite company in that respect.
At the line,
East All-Stars have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And that one misses. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Young.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now, here's Jokic. No dice from 9 feet out.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Davis doesn't go that time. Good defense by Jokic. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Randall comes in for James, and Lillard subbed in for Stephen Curry. Then for the West All-Stars, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jokic. Luka Doncic comes in for Tatum, and it's James Harden in for John Morant.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hands.
The officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. They've got Jason Tatum. Trae Young is out there with John Morant. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Here's G, and he goes big with the top right over John Morant.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Tatum finds Morant. And here's Jokic. Tatum down low, working on James. Jokic passes to Morant. Jacks up a 3. No good on the shot. And the East now will go the other way with it. Here's G. Floats it up for James. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And production, one of the things James does best. He's so skilled at finding shots for himself.
Morant kicks to Young. No good with the triple. The East leading by 15. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Embiid wide open. First three-pointers off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive the second time.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Antetokounmpo against Williamson. Giannis passes to Jokic. Morant, that's for two. And the shot is long.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Young. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Young's got 9.
Oh, how about the hang time on that shot?
Yeah, he just wanted to show us how long he could stay airborne. And why not? It's the All-Star game.
Passes it to Curry. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
The East leading by 14. G kicks to James. Over Tatum. Here's Embiid. Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
You know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's Morant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Curry looking around to the paint. Jokic with the steal. Young pass to Jokic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And Jokic drops them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the East. At one point, they led by 16. Here's G. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The West again cannot hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
All alone. G, no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Here's Jokic. Morant with a wide open look. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The East leading by 12. Here's Curry. He kicks to Embiid. He dishes it to G. Lobbed up there for Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
And there's the pass to Tatum. And it's the East with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Good on the three-point shot. 12 points for G.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
Tatum passes to Jokic. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. Offensive rebound. Jokic. The 3. No good. Shot missing. The East leading by 17. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
0 at the line for 2.
That free throw good from G. Mobley, he's checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Owen subbed in for Morant. The West trails by 19.
Timeout.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Mobley with the block! And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And the East with some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Embiid, and Lillard subbed in for Curry. Towns, he's checked in for the West. Brown comes in for Jason Tatum.
Just a solid performance.
Oh, man!
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Young pass to Leonard. Here's G. He's got 16. Kept alive. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Owens kicks to Young. Mobley against Leonard. Over Mobley. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Here's Owens. Count that bucket. Owens has got his first points of the night.
Showing off his skills there. Owens sending it up and in with the pretty floater.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T IG Slam Jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here we go. The East with a fast break. Loads it up for Davis. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Butler's checked in. Doncic is checked in for the West. Throws it up high. It's deflected and finished off by Leonard.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
Lillard outside. He feeds it to G. No good that time. And the West will go the other way with it. Here's Owens. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Owens has got his second basket of the night.
Really great touch around the basket. Once Shep gets positioning inside, extremely tough for defenses to deal with him.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Siakam is checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Owens. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Brown outside.
2 minutes.
Pass to Harden. Doncic outside. Some nice passing here by the West. And it's Brown missing. The East leading by 21. Here's G. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defense of Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Here's Brown. Nails the baby hook. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to G. Back to Butler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, that's just deflating for the defense. I mean, staying tight on Butler, but still not able to prevent the basket.
It's stolen by G. Goes up. Oh, wow! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Harden. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Davis.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender. Look.
And so it's the East All-Stars in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. On a defensive effort.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
We've got Williamson. Stephen Curry's out there with G. Then there's Embiid. And it's James in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Here's G. Passes it to Curry. Here's G. Clock at 4. Fires it up. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. Again, the West All-Star.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's G. 20 points for him. And it's MP way out ahead in this battle against Shep Owen.
And showing more control and playing his game out there, not letting Owens disrupt his focus or throw him off.
What a job MP has done running the floor in transition.
Owens can't catch up. I mean, MP is wearing him out. Owens can't find a way to keep him in front.
Jokic kicks to Young. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Down low. Here's Williamson. And the layup's good off the glass. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Powerful move there by Williamson. He's not afraid to throw his weight around in the paint.
Morant dishes to Tatum. Young from outside. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Williamson outside. Here's G, and G with the stop.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
Giannis passes to Tatum. Inside, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
G gets to Embiid. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Embiid's got 10.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by G. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now the pass to Tatum. Now, here is Young. Here's Jokic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And the foul called on G.
0.
That's his first foul. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Morant finds Tatum. It's Young on the wing, and so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Davis is checked in for Williamson. Young outside, plenty of space. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into the...
Oh, man!
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And they might be down big, but you'd love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good by G. G's got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Young dishes to Morant. Back to Young. Towns in the corner. Young trying to break free. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Young.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
Here's G. He's got 34. Floats it up for James. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Every All-Star game you can count on. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
Left side Tatum for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's G. Guarded by Morant. And finished off by Davis.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
And the West All-Stars have possession. Young outside. Morant passes to Tatum. Pass to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the East All-Stars.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Sabonis, he's checked in for Embiid. Jimmy Butler comes in for James. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. Siakam is checked in for the West. So he gets them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis. Siakam, right side. Now the dish to Leonard.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
Good on the second free throw. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And Doncic throws it down.
You know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Butler dishes to G. Back to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown. In today's NBA, there are more and more female coaches than ever before. And, Clark, that extends to the front office, too.
Kevin, I think it's a trend that will continue. I mean, the NBA and society realizing that diversity in all of its forms is a real strength. And the growth of the women's game producing some outstanding coaching and front office candidates. Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
On the court for the West All-Stars, they've got John Morant. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Antetokounmpo. And at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West. Harden can't hit. And here is the East now. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Here's G. The kick out to Ball. Here's G, guarded by Harden. Here's G. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from G. The East making a switch. Mobley's checked in. The West also making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Owen subbed in for John Morant. Outside Leonard. Pass to Harden. 3-pointer. They get it again. Antetokounmpo. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
1 shot.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Here's Owens. Drops it in from 11 feet.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's G, guarded by Harden. Here's G. Misses off the right iron. Owens with it. So it's the East All-Stars win.